All right, hey everybody, welcome back to Positive Prepper. I guess the second time's a charm. So on this channel, you can expect us to take a positive approach to practically everything. And the title, as the title says, 40 million Americans are out of work. Coronavirus is still running, raging. The highest death toll right here in the United States, and the number of cases. Let's see what else. There's a lot of things going on, Race relations are crazy. People dying in the streets. But guess what? There's always light at the end of the tunnel. There's always something that you can be thankful for. So, it's funny. Hey, Emily, how are you? You are first. Welcome. And there's only one number one. Some things don't change, We change the name, but it's still the same people. And congratulations on being. I think this is your first time being first, isn't it? So first time, that always starts with number one. So congratulations, you are first. You are first. You are first. Martha Sapp, hello, Martha Sapp. Martha, I've been expecting you to text or call me. Did I receive your email? I can't remember. You were supposed to be first, PP? Well, you missed it by, looks like 2 people. All right, so the way the rule of the game works, as soon as I go live, whomever's first and they make their first comment, that's who wins being first, okay? You can be first and be in here, but if you don't make a comment, it doesn't count. Can't stay long, got things to do. I totally understand. So today Emily was first, and that's just a little game that we've played since we started the channel, PP. And PP, I saw that you said in the comment that you had subscribed, or you were going to subscribe or whatever, and we appreciate all our new subscribers, and we appreciate our subscribers that have been here for a while. Thank y'all so very much. My phone was acting up. Aw, I am so sorry about that. Maybe next time, okay? Maybe next time. So, got 40 million Americans out of work. 160-something thousand Americans have died from the coronavirus. We have crazy stuff going on in the streets. Protests, riots. Hey, they are what they are. I don't understand why they are what they are, but they are. I did text being crazy since at work. New schedule. Really? I didn't get it. I didn't get a text from you. I did not receive a text because I reply to every text. That's one thing I do. But I go back through and look. What is your? Don't put your whole phone number, but what's your area code? Just put in your area code that I can go in and search via area code, and I can possibly find you. Keep on packing and stacking. I like that. Packing and stacking. So yeah, that's the encouragement of the day. Even though all this stuff is going on, even though we are in I just call them crazy times right now. Just keep like PP said, packing and stacking. Keep beans and rice and beans. You can't go wrong. Throw some canned goods in there every now and then, but your beans and rice and beans are going to keep you alive. And I will suggest now, start training your body to start living without now, especially with food, because you can go such a long time without food. I would recommend you guys start training your body now, as far as fasting, even if it's just intermittent fasting, where you're fasting maybe 12 hours a day or 14, 16 hours a day. Start training your body now to go without. Hey Gene, how are you? Which is one thing, it was something I'm about to start myself. Probably gonna start a water fast tomorrow. My goal is 3 days. I haven't been able to make a 3-day water fast in over a year now. But my goal is 3 days. And one, to start dropping some of this weight I put on. But 2, to start to cleanse for my body. We put so much junk in our bodies just with the food that we're eating now. See, You gotta understand this. The food is not as pure and it's not as organic as it once was. Our food is filled with a lot of preservatives, a lot of additives, things that are not good for our bodies. So every now and then it's a great idea to do some kind of cleanse where you're getting all that stuff out of you. In my journey, I found out and I learned that I learned a lot of stuff, but I found out that your intestines are like 24 feet long. Okay, a lot of people don't realize this. Your intestines are 24 feet long, and it takes a long time for you to process food. Most people are bagged up. Most people have anywhere between 8 to 15 meals stuffed off into their gut. Most people. Especially if you're a meat eater, you're a dairy consumer, you got a lot of stuff in you. And you don't really start getting rid of that stuff until you go through a serious cleanse. Now the easiest cleanse, you smoke, oh my goodness. Wow. I didn't even think people smoked anymore. I thought that was a thing of the past for real. Gene, oh no. Hey, we all have our flaws. We all are human. We all have, skeletons in the closet. We all have things that we are addicted to. I'm addicted to food. Love food. Love food. I'm telling y'all, y'all can't love food as much as I do. It's not even possible. I can tell you that straight up. Y'all ain't got nothing on me. I can't start a fast. I got a refrigerator full of food. Every time I get ready to start a fast, I realize I got a refrigerator full of food. Dad, Coke. Oh man, you definitely just you out there now. We all got our things. Hey Tasha, how you doing, baby? I haven't heard from you, haven't seen you. You ain't text me. You ain't told me you love me forever. So anyways, it's just things we got going on, y'all. Probably the easiest, I was telling you about fast. Probably the easiest thing to do is to do a juice cleanse. That's where you juicing your own juice. I know it's crazy. You're processing your own juice. Oh, I love you. You process your own juice and you drink about a gallon a day. And you'll get to the point, when I do a juice cleanse, I don't know what it is. It feels like no matter how many times you brush your teeth, it feels like the juice puts a film on your teeth after a while. Same thing with a water fast. You're going to water cleanse, and after about 7-8 days of not eating, you're used to it and it doesn't bother you. Most of the time when I broke a water fast, I'm gonna tell y'all why I broke a water fast. I got bored with not eating. We eat so much, especially as Americans. We eat all the time. We eat so freaking much that if you go without eating, you won't break your fast from being hungry, because you don't get hungry. After about the 6th or 7th day, you don't feel hungry anymore. And I heard people saying that before I did it. Now the first 3 days, rough. Your stomach's gonna be growling and just I'm hungry. You're not. You're thirsty. Drink some water and you'll be alright. And you want to be consuming half. I don't know why I'm going down this road. You want to be consuming half your body weight in ounces of water, okay, every day, just to maintain. But let's get on topic. How do you stay positive? Well, the way I stay positive, I have an attitude of constant gratitude. Bye for now, never forever. Aw, I love that, Emily. Thank you. I had to cut back on caffeine, but I have items in my preps. My real bad one is cigarettes. Cigarettes are going to be a great prep though. I've been thinking, but I don't know how long cigarettes are good for. And I was thinking about buying several cartons of cigarettes and then vacuum sealing them. And then, because that's going to be a great barter item. See, I don't smoke. I don't have that habit. So I was thinking about buying some cigarettes and buying some like Skull, I guess this is called snuff. Dipping chew, that's what that is called. I was thinking about buying some chew. I was thinking about buying some cigarettes. But I'm like, yeah, I got other things I can spend money on, like alcohol. I think alcohol would be a better prep than smokes. And plus, cigarettes give you away. You know, if you're out somewhere and you're trying to be discreet, even now, you know, and people smoke all the time now. But with me, because I don't smoke, I pick up on a smoker just like that. My wife always say I got a nose like a bloodhound anyway. I smell stuff that the average human can't smell. And then when I'm fasting, it's even worse or better, you know. Hey, Chocolate Beauty. How are you, darling? Glad you made it in. What house are you at? Where are you? You can grow tobacco in your backyard. Linda Bishop, haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, tobacco is the last thing I want to grow in my yard, though. That sticky mess. Oh no. And see, then you gotta process it and all that. I'm not gonna do all that. I am not going to do all of that. Not moi. I'm having a hard time pulling figs off the tree every day. You know. I should just go out there. See, that's where I am. I'm young at processing. I don't know how to process a whole bunch. More people to teach how to be self-sufficient. Tahanga, how are you? Hadn't seen you since the other night. Thank you for coming in on the webinar. I really appreciate it. I'm good and I'm still in Riley getting house projects done. Good for you. Tahanga, thank you so much for coming into the webinar the other night. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned some things. I do it I'm about to change the schedule. Probably starting Monday. Probably going to go to, I don't even know what I'm going to go to. A processor will process it, or will try. I mean, a smoker will process it, or at least try. I'm sure a smoker would process it. And I guess it's just cutting up the leaves, grinding them up. Well, I guess you need to, I don't know if you need to grind them up first and then let them dry, or dry and then grind them up. I don't know how that works. High energy, good enthusiasm. Oh, thank you so much. I try my best. And I halfway sound like I knew what I'm talking about, huh? So anyway, folks, I know there's a lot going on. We're about to end. That's why I'm about to wrap up. Indiana Prepper, hello. Good afternoon to you. So, Indiana Prepper came in and messed up my train of thought. So, listen, guys, there are a lot of things going on. I mean, a lot of stuff going on. And what I want you to do is, the way you remain positive in a pandemic and with everything that's going on, 40 million people out of work, you know, a lot of folks feel like they're at their wits' end. Be thankful for what you have. And then be thankful for what's coming. Okay? Be thankful for what you have. Be thankful for what's coming. Because bad times don't last always. Alright? I know I sound like a preacher right now, but bad times, they cannot last always. Everything that goes up must come down. Everything that goes down must come up. It's just a law of everything, okay? So this too shall pass. I promise you. And we're going to get through this together. I promise you guys throughout the whole entire pandemic that I would be here. We was going to come in every day. And so far, we have done that. Minus the weekends, okay? I just took over half my... Oh, you did? Wow. Why'd you do that? That's a lot. Let me see it. How go to dry other than chewing type easier? Just twist into ropes. Okay. Yeah, I'm not doing any. I'm not doing tobacco. It's just not gonna happen. So, anyways, we're gonna end. I just wanted to come in, just encourage you guys to keep going, keep moving, keep achieving your dreams, your goals. Comes back, don't want to lose my money. Now probably wise. But you took a penalty when you did that, right? So you got to figure out, did you just take it out? You're gonna do something else with it, or did you take it out to just kind of save what you think is going to happen? And I think you made a good move, because I believe I'd rather take it out and be penalized 20% than leave it in there and lose 40 or 50. So probably not a bad idea. Buy some physical silver. CARES Act. I hear you. All right, guys. Be encouraged. Okay, be encouraged. Trouble don't last always. All right. This too shall pass. We're going to get out of this pandemic. We're going to get out of this. Things are going to go back to somewhat of some kind of normalcy. I'm not going to say it's going to go back the way it was. But, yeah, just, I mean, Chocolate Beauty's wise. She knows what to do with her money. I have the utmost faith that she will do, she was going to do the wise thing. And not a bad move. I mean, I can't see that as a bad move, to be honest with you. I really can't. Because I've been liquidating some funds as well and putting them elsewhere. So, for sure, I'm good. I know you are. I know you are. Okay, guys, thank y'all. I may come in tomorrow. I may not. We're probably going to take a real long, just kind of chill weekend, because next week is going to be crazy for me. And Jennifer, I may have to pull her into a project I got coming. So we shall see. Okay. But I'll probably be able to do a few more lives next week, because I'm going to be doing a couple things. So I'm excited. And I'm very excited. I just want a nice bid on a little contract. So it's a beautiful thing. So that's something to be positive about right there. I love each and every one of you. If there's anything that we can do here at Positive Prepper that will help you, and I'm thinking about changing the name again. I'm not gonna let we're gonna roll with this for the next month or so. But I'm thinking about changing it. I thought about what Tahanga said the other day. She was like, why don't you just change it to your name and then brand yourself? And I thought about that. I was like, I got a channel already with my name, but if I incorporated my name some kind of way into Positive Prepper, then I could do both. There you go. Solar panels and batteries. You can't go wrong with that. What about wind? Did you look into wind? All right. We'll talk about that another time. I got to roll. Be careful of a leaky camper roof. Who said something about a camper? How many in your network currently? I don't know. That's hard to say, Tahanga. I got like 5,000 friends on, 5,000 people on Facebook. There's 1,000 something subscribers on here. Instagram, who knows? TikTok, who knows? I don't know. And then I personally know probably, I don't know. I personally know probably 400, 500, 600 people. Buying a pickup truck as well. I would advise buying pre-owned. You're gonna get a better deal. Okay. But I know you're wise with your money. I know you're gonna do, what's gonna be good. Not a bad purchase. Definitely not a bad purchase. I like the new name. Oh, thank you. You know what? Y'all been so positive about this new name, this new change. I like it. That's why that's why I changed it. It just feels better. It encompasses more of what I think we're trying to do. Check Hertz. Okay. Yeah, I would definitely check online. Enterprise, Hertz, Auto Trader, Craigslist. Be careful with Craigslist. You can meet all kind of crazy. Let Go. But I know you know all this already. City of Portsmouth. Okay, interesting. So I was trying to wait for Tahanga to explain to me what about this network thing. Oh, are you talking about in my company? I didn't understand the question, Tahanga. I was trying to make sure I answered your question. I hope to buy a used camper, but may get a new one. Yes. She said yes. Are you okay? So if you're, well, I already went over my social media, but in my network marketing company, I really can't see them all, but if I had to guess, I would say anywhere between 120 to maybe 300 to 400, maybe. President speaking now. I want a camper too. Yeah, camper was. We talked about campers this morning. Y'all talked about campers as I was talking about. Oh, really? The Hertz is going bankrupt. I didn't know that. As I was talking about boats, camper's not a bad purchase, especially if you have a bug out location. You can always keep that thing, stockpiled and ready to roll. Hook the trailer up. You're out of there. I'm looking for a Hertz. Thanks, guys. Cool. Good for you. All right. But Tonga, if you ask me personally how many people I put in almost 40, I guess. And from those 40, we've branched out. But it's almost impossible to tell. So, but I always need one more. So, welcome to the team. We out of here, guys. Thank y'all for being here. Let me see. Oh, this wasn't bad. 21 minutes. Thank you. I cannot thank you guys enough for always constantly coming in and supporting the channel, giving positive feedback. Can you guys believe I actually got a thumbs down the other day? I was talking about a very controversial subject, and I took those two videos down. If you missed it, you missed a treat. I was kind of just asking some serious questions. Rod, should we be looking at the radiation readers? My gut says no. My gut says no. I don't think we're gonna go that. I don't think we're gonna get to that point. But then again, I mean, for me, that would be like, once you've got everything, you got like 2 or 3 years of food, you got a whole year and a half worth of water, you got all the ammo you need, you got all the bang bangs you could ever get. Because I try to use common sense. Did you get a price on your neighbor's yard? Did you get a price? Who are you asking about that? You must not be talking to me. Oh God, the radiation readers. I feel like this. If we ever go through anything nuclear, those are one of those instances and situations where it's going to be like, the strong are going to survive. So I'm not sold on that kind of stuff. I'm not sold on like chemical, biological suits, and I think you should have a decon station set up, at your location. You should have something somewhere where you can actually cleanse yourself when you come in and not contaminate the rest of your abode or wherever you're staying. Hey, Queenie. So I don't really know. Yeah, these explosions are something else. They say one thing, it could be something totally different. But see, by the time you would know, you would already see. I look at it because I know I have military training. So if there's ever any kind of radiation, whatever, we're not going to know until it's too late. So, and I think that's why, I appreciate that, Gene. You have to be mentally strong. I think that's why I really talk about more mindset things on this channel than anything. Because if I can help you guys just remain positive, because you'd be surprised, a positive mindset is going to get you out of a lot of situations. Okay, just being able to stay calm and just think yourself through things, not panic. It's going to. How many situations? How many times have you heard of somebody who were in a life or death situation, and they just seem, in all hell breaking out, they seem to remain calm? I'll tell y'all this quick story, and I gotta go. Okay, he was in the military 24 years. Wow, Gene, thank you for your service. Okay, so I was working on Jennifer's mom's car, December 27th. of, this is what, 2020? So that was 2009 or 08. It was 08 or 09. The car ends up, I was trying to change out her alternator. I never did get it because my dumb butt took off the passenger side tire so I could get my whole body up under this car. It's a Kia, thank God. And I had all kind of handwriting on the wall as far as to stop working on this car, but I didn't listen. First of all, while I was under there, the alternator arced and started sparking because I hadn't disconnected it from the I hadn't disconnected it from the battery. So then that was the first warning. So then I got up there and disconnected the battery. So then I was still trying to pull it off. I couldn't get it off. So I caught myself trying to rock it back and forth. It never dawned on me that the car was sitting on top of a jack and that it was possible. I was thinking that because the car was parked, the transmission would keep it from rocking too far off the jack. Well, little did I realize this was a front wheel drive car. I knew that, but I didn't realize it. So the car ended up rolling off of the jack and landed on my chest. Wow. I mean, when that happened, treat everything like it's dirty. Okay, man, you scared us. Can't prep for everything. I agree with that too. You can't prep for everything possible. Do the best you can. That's all I can say. But I had enough strength in my body to bench press this car. It's a Kia Rio, Kia Sophia. I don't know what the heck it was. All I know is damn it killed me. And I couldn't breathe. And I don't know if it knocked me out or how long I was out or whatever, but when I woke up, when I came to and realized what had happened, I tried to breathe and I couldn't breathe. So this car is sitting literally inside of my chest. The car, I'm talking about the car, the whole weight of the car is on me because I had taken the passenger tire off. I was underneath the engine. I couldn't get out. So I'm kicking, I'm trying to move. I'm peeing, I cannot get out and I cannot breathe. It's a bad feeling when you can't breathe, y'all. So those guys who are getting choked out by the cops and all that, and they say they can't breathe, I know that feeling. I know that feeling. That's probably the worst feeling I've ever had in my whole entire life. So I had enough strength. Now I'm laying on this car. This car is, from chest, from lower pectoral. Actually, no, from what's this, your sternum? Whatever, where your rib cage come together like this. The car had me pinned there all the way up. I'm kicking, I'm flatting, and I was like, calm down. So the only thing I could do, I lifted that car. Right? And I screamed out as loud as I could, help me! And that's the way it was too. And that's all I could do. And I was able to take a breath and get that out. And I had to let it release it because a car weighs 2,000 pounds, right? So I laid there, a few more seconds. And I took a breath, screamed out, and that's all I could do. So then I was like, okay. At that time, I felt myself getting weak. I pushed it up again. I just was screaming as loud as I could. And I'm doing it now just so y'all can see. And I have to let it down. So that second time, I could feel death taking me. And it started from my toes, because I couldn't feel my toes anymore. I couldn't feel my feet. I couldn't feel my ankles. I couldn't feel my legs. I couldn't feel my knees. I couldn't feel my thighs. And by that time, thank God, and fortunately my mother-in-law came outside. She wasn't my mother-in-law at the time. She was my girlfriend's mother. But she came outside and she saw what was going on. And Mary got frantic. She's running out. She's trying to scream. She's screaming, asking for help. There's nobody outside. And before that car fell on me, there was a neighborhood full of everybody everywhere. Car falls on me. She can't find anybody. So she gets the jack. She's trying to work the jack. The jack, of course, the jack was already erect. So she would have had to take it all the way down and then lift it all the way back up. By that time, I would have been dead. Okay, I didn't have another. Well, I was losing consciousness, and I think I grabbed her, and I whispered this, and this is what I said. I can remember this just like it was yesterday. This was 11, 12 years ago. I said, "Pick it up," and this is all I could get out. Pick it up off me. And with my help of pushing, this is all the strength I had, and I don't know how much strength it was, but when we pushing up, she lifted this car. And if y'all never seen her, but she's only like 4'11". She has muscular whatever, sclerosis, dystrophy, or whatever. I don't know what she got. She got crazy, but she picked that car literally up off me, rolled the car backwards. This is now that I'm telling y'all this story. This is amazing, because now that I think about it, the front tire was still on the ground. The car had fallen completely off the jack. It was laying on me. So that means when she picked that car up, she either lifted the whole entire car and moved it. And we noticed this later when I got out the hospital. When she set that car down, she moved that car with so much force that the brake disc on the wheel that was not, because I had taken the tire off, the brake drum had slid. That's how much force she had moved this car with. So she literally lifted up this car, walked it back past my head, which is that's like 2 to 3 feet from sternum to top of my head. She walked that thing back 2 to 3 feet and dropped it. Now that I think about it, I'm wondering if she picked up the whole damn car, because the front tire would have been on the ground. And if she had picked it up just enough to move it, the tire would have still been on the ground, so it would have made a bunch of noise. And I don't remember that car making any noise. But then again, I was damn dead. So I mean, literally, I had gotten to the point, literally, where I was floating above the scene, watching the scene, because I was gone, y'all. And I said all that to say this, because we were talking about keeping your wits about yourself, staying positive. Life flashed, in front of my eyes. I saw from birth, all of my whole life up until that moment. And I'm gonna tell y'all this. This is the one thing. This is the one thing that I thought while I was under that car. And this is gonna be crazy. Of course, I thought about Jennifer. I thought about my kids. I thought about my whole life. I mean, from that very moment of birth. From birth, I could see my whole life. It's like, the one thing that I could remember, the one thing that I could think while I was underneath that freaking car. Y'all not gonna believe this. I had sold insurance for years. I had been in insurance sales for probably like 12 or 13 years, and I was in a bad space in life. And the one thing that I could just keep saying was, I cannot die under this car. I don't have any life insurance. I kept saying that to myself. I'm like, you cannot die under this car. You don't have any life insurance. And I did not want to put that kind of burden on anyone. Now, needless to say, as soon as I got up under the car, Jennifer comes out. She has on a bathrobe because she was in the bathtub at the time. She grabs the phone. She calls paramedics, and once the car was off me, I didn't care. I didn't care what happened after that. I just needed that doggone burden lifted. Let me see here. You know what? I will have to ask her. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have her on here one night so we can tell that whole entire story together, because she tells it so much more funny than I do. But I'm telling y'all this for a particular reason. But I'm gonna have her on one night so we can just really go into details. And it's really kind of comical. It's very funny, and I'll advertise that when we're gonna do that. But I said all that to say this. I believe with my whole heart soul, mind, and body, that if you can keep your wits about yourself and you can remain positive in any situation, I don't care what it is. I don't care if you're getting evicted. I don't care if you lost your job. Your husband or your wife is about to leave you. I've been through all that. I don't care if you lost a car, you had that repossessed. I don't care if you don't have any toilet paper. I don't care if you don't have any mason jars. I don't care what the situation is. I truly believe that if you can keep your sanity and remain positive, okay? And positivity doesn't always mean, yeah, rah, rah, rah. That's not always what positivity means. Sometimes positivity just means just staying in that moment and directing your mindset, okay? And that's what I did in that situation. My mind was on not dying. Yeah, my mindset was on. My mindset was on. You're going to live because. You're going to live because. And like I said, when the car first hit me, I don't know if I was underneath that car. And now I've had some long-term lasting effects of this situation past that. Sometimes I will be talking, and I don't know if y'all ever noticed this, but sometimes I will be talking, and sometimes I'll pause because everything left me for a second, and then it comes back. And I don't know if y'all noticed, I have these hard pauses every now and then. It's because I am talking, and boom, I'll pause, and I forgot everything what the conversation was about, where I was going. I mean, it'll leave me, and it used to be really bad. It's gotten a lot better now. And like I said, I don't know how long I was without oxygen. And I'm not saying this to be funny. I'm saying this to be real and true. Why is there a thumbnail of a man peeing on a car in my recommended videos? Because we're talking about it. Because Google knows. That's why. So yeah, that's what happened to me. That's interesting. I've never seen that truck around here before. So anyway, yeah, that's what happened. But remain calm. Think things through. Okay. And fortunately, you don't have a car up on you right now. Sometimes you might feel like your life has a car sitting on your chest and you can't breathe. But just take a step back, because nothing is ever as good as it seems. And nothing is ever as bad as it seems. Okay? Remember that. Now, that was a pretty bad situation, okay? I must admit, that was a pretty bad one. But I made it through. So, let me tell you guys what happened. So, once she pulled the car off of me, or lifted the car off of me, or whatever, once she freed me, paramedics showed up. I mean, I was totally in shock at that point. I literally thought, tell y'all what happened. Y'all are saying it's crazy. I really thought that once the car was lifted off me, I really thought I scooted back and leaned up against the wall and was sitting up just like I'm talking to y'all right now. I really thought that. And I thought that I was just sitting up talking to everybody. Because Jennifer's like, she's on the phone, blah, 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 blah. She's fussing at these people about, shut up, just listen to me. We need the ambulance here now. Car fell on the male. This is how old he is. Blah 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 blah. She's just going off, being extremely direct, like she can be, which is fine. If y'all know my wife, y'all know she is extremely direct at times. And what's so funny? She gets off the phone. Now she's still outside in a towel because she was taking a bath at the time, and I can hear the ambulance. I can hear the sirens. And it was like, so I was like, thank God. But at that point in time, I didn't care because the car had been lifted. And I didn't know it at the time, but I wasn't breathing. It was like like I'm breathing now. I wasn't breathing like that. I was breathing more like like a zombie, like the World War Z zombies, right? No, the I Am Legend zombies. That's how I was breathing. I didn't realize that at the time. I didn't care because I was breathing. So the paramedics get there. I'm gonna tell y'all this. Then I gotta go. Paramedics show up, and I'm talking to, it was a female paramedic. It was it was either 2 or 3 of them. And at that point in time, they just looked like they were just giants. And I was like, why are these paramedics so damn big? Oh my God. Because I'm still out of it, y'all. I still don't know how long without oxygen I went. And I'm looking, I'm like, dang, they giants. Why are they so freaking big? And she's like, sir, you okay? Blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm like, I'm good. I'm beyond good. I'm better than good. I'm good. Everything is good. So she's talking to me and everything. And she's like, well, we're going to go ahead and put you on a stretcher. And so I'm like, no, I'm not going anywhere. And she's like, what do you mean you're not going anywhere? I'm like, I just need y'all to help me up. Right? And they're looking at me like, what is wrong with this dude? I'm like, I'm not going to the hospital. I'm fine. Y'all just help me stand up. Y'all, I thought I was sitting up talking like I'm talking to y'all right now. I was laying flat on the ground. And she's like, sir, we will have to pick you all the way up. I was like, no, just help me up. And so she finally got me to understand. She said, look over your shoulder. I mean, she got annoyed at me. She's like, look over your shoulder. I looked over my shoulder. I was on the concrete. All I saw was concrete. And I was like, I'm not sitting up. I thought I was sitting. I thought I was sitting up, y'all. I was laying flat on my back. So anyway, I made them. They was like, you got to go to the hospital because we don't know, what kind of internal damage you have. And I was dead set on not going to the hospital. Why? I didn't have any insurance. I could have died from internal bleeding because I didn't have any insurance, and I didn't want those hospital bills. So anyway, I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'll tell y'all the next part of that story. Y'all remind me, okay? I'm gonna stop it now. I'm gonna tell y'all the next part of that story the next time we have a talk about this conversation, because not only did I survive that, but it didn't cost me a dime. All right. It didn't cost me 1 red cent, and I'm gonna tell y'all the rest of that story next time. Okay. So. And hopefully next time I tell I have my mother-in-law on, so y'all can really enjoy, and have Jennifer on too, because y'all will be able to enjoy all 3 of the perspectives of all the people who are involved. Because see, of course, I have one perspective because it was happening to me. My mother-in-law has another perspective because it was happening to her at the same time. Jennifer has a total different perspective. Have y'all ever seen that movie? Shoot, what's the guy's name? His name is, I can see him. He played in Black Panther. He's the guy that's got the kind of lazy eye. What is his name? Black guy. Shoot. Oh, what is this man's name? He played like in the King movie. It was something like The Last King or something. Can you tell us if you broke anything? I will next time. I will tell you guys next time. I will answer all of your questions next time. Forrest Whitaker, yes. So Forrest Whitaker played in this movie, Vantage Point. I think that's the name of it. So it tells a story of this explosion, but it shows it from different people's perspectives. So I'm gonna see if they'll come on with me tomorrow. I would do it tonight, but I'm gonna do a training tonight. Yeah, we'll come in tomorrow and we'll tell the rest of the story. I'll start over from the beginning, and we'll tell the whole story, and then I'll take certain pauses, and then I'll let them fill in the blanks. Tasha's heard. She's heard. Tasha, I don't think you've heard us all tell the same story at the same time, though, have you? I don't think Tasha's TLC. I don't think she's heard the story all the way from start to begin. No, you did hear the story. But you heard it from my perspective and Jennifer's perspective, but you didn't get Mary's perspective. Because I told that story with you, your dad, and your mom at the house, how it all went down. But I don't think you heard Mary's point of view. Mary's point of view, you guys are gonna die for. You know what we really should do? We probably should record. Well, I guess if we do a lot, that will be a good recording for it. It's an amazing story. It really truly is, and it shows. If I was watching this from looking from the outside in, I would be like, oh my God. Oh, please do a video. I'm taking a break tomorrow so I can watch. Never heard the whole story in one room. I heard, I knew you had heard it from, me and Jen's perspective, but not Mary's. And see, Mary's gonna fill in some blanks that are blank for me because I was under the car dying. Okay, I know it sounds funny now. Wasn't funny when it was happening. I was under the car dying. She's gonna bring some really good humor to her perspective. But as y'all can see, I'm here, so I didn't die tragically under that car. I probably should have. And you know what? That incident, so many blessings and so many good things came from that incident. And that I can't even say as an accident because it was an incident. Mary saved my life. That's why my mother-in-law and I are like two peas in a pod. Boom. And then and matter of fact, I'll see if she wants to talk about it. I'll ask. I'm gonna call her and ask and see if she wants. I wish she was on right now. Golly, my skin is dry. Jesus. Okay, I gotta do something about that. So anyway, I want to hear Auntie's version. Oh, you will. And yes, Mary saved my life. And like I told her, my sister-in-law said, I'm gonna forever be indebted to your mom. She's like, damn, do you have to be indebted to her for the rest of your life? That's what Navah told me, Tasha. She's like, damn, do you have to be indebted to her for the rest of your life? And I was like, I don't know, but I owe that one my life. So, yes, it's a good story. And then, if she feels like it, we'll tell you guys the story, because this is crazy. She saved my life, and then 3 years later, I was with her when she died, not once, but twice. She died, y'all. I mean, gone. I was with her when that happened. So we may, yeah, I know, I saved her life. Not really, but I was there. So that, yeah, we have a bond that probably won't ever be broken. That's my girl right there. So that's a funny story too. I mean, it wasn't funny when it was happening. When it happened, wasn't nowhere close to being funny. But now when we look back at it, we laugh, because it's so amazing how life is, and life can turn. She is Superwoman, and that's what I call her all the time. We call her Wonder Woman. But yeah, she is definitely a superhero. She's definitely a superhero, not only for me. She's a superhero for the whole entire family. She's a superhero for her grandchildren, definitely. And I cannot wait till I get to the point where I can do something. I call her Extraordinary Mary. All right, that's her nickname, and that's what all of my family call her. They be like, how's Extraordinary Mary? I'm like, she's extraordinary. She's Extraordinary Mary. Yes, she is. Sweetest woman I know on this planet. Yeah, she'll do anything in the world for you. She gonna gripe about it the whole time, but she'll do anything. And she can call me right now and be like, hey, Roderick, I know you're busy, but I'm like, don't ever call me saying I'm busy, because I'll drop everything to come do whatever you need me to do. Period. And that's just the way it is. Speaking of which, I need to go around there and fix her deck. Sorry, I'm late. I headed an old man nap. Oh, you need an old man nap? Mary who? Oh, man, Watchman, you missed it. Oh. Spoil her rather. I try my best. Rod, I have a little something for you when I get my check. I will email you. Blessing to you, Angie. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. Do you have my address, Chocolate Beauty? I think you do have my address. I appreciate that. That's hey. I used to be like, nah, y'all ain't gotta do that, but you know what? I realized something. By me not accepting y'all blessings, I'm blocking y'all blessings. So yes, send the blessings, y'all. Cash App, $ RS Chappelle. Email me if you want my address. You can have it. So yeah. Anyway, thank y'all so much for listening. She said, no, I don't. Oh my goodness. Well, email me, Chocolate Beauty, or text me. I think you got my number. Marry your little woman. Oh, but you gotta go back and watch this. You gotta watch this entire whole live so you can know who Mary is. Because if you don't know who Mary is, you're not gonna understand what's happening tomorrow. So this is almost like a cliffhanger, and that's the way I set it up. Y'all have got to go back. If you're just catching the end, you got to go back and watch all of this live. At least the last 23 minutes. You got to watch the last 24 minutes so you can understand what's going to happen tomorrow. Because tomorrow's going to make a lot of sense to you, okay? No, thank you for being here. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all so much. I love each and every one of you. I always want to shout out Queenie. Queenie, thank you for being the first. Queenie was the first of many, okay, that believed in us, and her belief is just spread. So thank y'all so much. This is Roderick Chappelle, Positive Prepper. Over and out, y'all. See y'all next time. Be blessed. I know we've been on an hour. Time flew by. It sure did. Y'all be good. Stay healthy and safe, everyone. And where in the blanket?